Yo, oh check the archive, hidden under layers of the ivory tower, where the gatekeepers of history trade truth for institutional power. They preach ethics from a podium built on stolen ground, but the most pristine echoes of the Cretaceous are being gagged and bound. The Anglosphere beneath the pale scintillological clerics, dismissing Burmite treasures as blood to fuel their own hysterics. They claim the fossils tainted by the soil where it grew, but they never questioned Darwin when the empire's blood was due. It's a geopolitical stranglehold, a scientific blockade to keep the global south secrets buried in the shallow shade. They call it conflict amber to keep the market in their grip, while the greatest leaps in evolution through our fingers start to slip. This is the Burma revolution, the awakening of the stone, reclaiming every ancestor that the West refused to own. From the Yukon Valley shadows to the light of truth revealed, the history of the planet is no longer concealed. The amber isn't bleeding, it's a golden frozen scream, waking up the world from a colonialist dream. The 99-million-year-old ghosts are trapped in hardened sap, caught between a junta's greed and the academic trap. They say don't publish, don't peer review, don't look inside the gem, because the true origin of life doesn't belong to them. I see the feathered theropods, the Anangionith is wet, preserved in liquid sunlight, defying the laws of death. But the London and DC museums fear the paradigm shift, afraid the center of the world is starting to drift. The greatest library of life is found in Myanmar's dirt. The prestige of the Western pioneers is bound to get hurt, so they manufacture outrage, convenient moral wall, hoping the Burmite revolution never happens at all. But you can't sanction the past, you can't embargo the truth. The resin holds the DNA, the evidence, the proof. This is the Burmite revolution, the awakening of the stone, reclaiming every ancestor that the West refused to own. From the Yukon Valley shadows to the light that choose to build, the history of the planet is no longer concealed. The amber isn't bleeding, it's a golden frozen scream, waking up the world from a colonialist dream. It's a conspiracy, a silence, a digital dark age, tearing the most vital chapters out of nature's book and page. They'd rather let a species vanish into private hands than admit the cradle of the world lies in Southeast Asian sands. The ethical guidelines are just fences for the mind, to keep the revolutionary data safely tucked behind. But pressure's building up like a resin on the bark. A golden flood is coming to illuminate the dark. We'll bypass the journals, the foundations, and the fakes. The Burmite revolution's rising, whatever it takes. Vindication is coming for every specimen they ban, when the world realizes the true history was always in our hand. The revolution won't be televised, it's polished and it's bright, refracting through the amber, bringing fossils to the light. Yeah, immortalizing the life they tried to delete. They could call it contraband, we call it the blueprint. The West didn't invent the earth, they just tried to copyright it. The Burmite revolution, free the history, free the stone.